Hello everyone and welcome to the Curse of Strahd, a customized D&D campaign played on Roll20. Dungeon Master Jonan, what's going on?
Alrighty, so welcome back to the Curse of Strahd. But our heroes, the Silver Stakes, are trapped in the land of Barovia, a land encased in mist and darkness. It was once ruled by the cruel vampire Strahd von Zarovich. Last time, upon hearing the news that a new enemy, Baba, is trying to fill in the void left by Strahd, our heroes sneaked their way inside Strahd's castle Ravenloft, and after searching through the various catacombs and crypts and using masterful deception to get vital, not so vital information out of the castle staff, they finally managed to acquire their prize, the skull of the silver dragon Argynvost, hoping that with it they can return it to its rightful place in the mausoleum of the Knights of the Silver Dragon and lay their spirits to rest. However, as soon as they got their prize, they received a disturbing message over the sending stones. The town of Valaki is under attack from Baba's forces. Carrying the heavy skull with them, the group ran towards Strahd's teleportation system, where they encountered two witches, a vampire who tried to use one of Strahd's guests, a young girl named Gertruda, as a hostage. But thanks to Elias pretending to be Strahd and winning Esha's heart, he is a killer. They rescued the...
Not rolling below like amazing helped as well.
That's true. That was insane. But they managed to rescue the girl and through the portal back to Valak. You've saved the girl. You have the skull, but you cannot rest just yet. As you rise to your feet amidst the timber and ash that was once a coffin shop, you can hear the screams of panic all around and the cries of battle to the west. You turn your gaze in the direction of the battle, and you see in the distance a large creature marching towards the outer walls. So, what are you going to do?
I guess we're heading in that direction.
I'm assuming this creature is going to be undead of some description.
You can't really make it out from this distance, but you just know that it's very, very big. So, yeah.
Use coffin splinters as arrows.
Seth dug a little deeper. He's found 3.
Oh, yes, 3 arrows. You better make them count, otherwise it's switching over to a gun you're not trained in.
I'd give you bolts, but you would struggle to use them as arrows.
Yeah, just slightly.
You tape 3 bolts together and make an arrow.
Okay, so my internet just died. It just shat itself, died, and came back again. So, sorry.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, you didn't make it, Jean. It was a tough battle.
Okay.
I don't think you heard that anyway. I think his internet's frozen.
Yeah, right as he said it was okay.
Oh,
right.
He'll have to wait for the premiere later on.
Aww, poor baby. All right. Caldrin is going to dump the skull here and just kind of scoop some ashes over it. Hide it slightly. Let's go.
Okay. So,
in fairness, nothing's taken that skull unless it's giant.
yeah, it'd be pretty hard to miss, but okay. So with that, are you guys heading straight to the battle, or is there anything you want to check on for?
I mean, I can't really go shopping when this...
Unless the market's really close by.
Yeah, quickly,
Yeah, I was
quickly.
just gonna say we're under attack. So I was going to make the argument, just grab arrows, go, and promise to pay for them later.
Well, the question is...
Oddly enough, the market is just here, so...
Oh, small detour.
Might grab a quick quiver.
Okay, then.
I might just steal
What's
stuff.
gone, Seth? Gone.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna say that you guys rush over there, and I will say, Seth, roll me a quick dexterity.
I'll go there as well.
That's a save, so just a normal check, yeah?
Yes.
I imagine it'll be 14.
Yeah, -4.
Yeah.
Okay, so also that you managed to grab about, you just sort of rush in there, grab about 12 more arrows, and just sort of quickly go, "I'll pay later," and then rush straight towards them.
That's fine. I was going to say, are there people still around? That sort of signifies there were. If there were not people around, I would be like, anything valuable, real quick.
The only people around are the shopkeepers, who are pretty much just sort of ducking and covering underneath the desk. Like, still within, like, eyes and ears of their merchandise, but still trying to duck out the way and not be seen.
All right,
Okay.
let's go get the big thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
Good old
with that,
Water Foley.
the exhaustion is slowly getting to everyone, especially Jean, who seems to be in and out of consciousness at the moment.
oh baby.
You know, it's funny that his webcam is a black screen, because mine is like a third black at the moment for no particular reason as well. You'll only see it on my side, so you'll see it, but it's just it's a thing with a browser. But if I use a different browser, then nothing will work. We've been down that road before, so I'm going to avoid it.
Fair enough. Okay, and so with that quick detour, you guys charge back through the streets, and you see all around. People are panicking and just sort of rushing into their homes, slamming them shut, trying to find any potential free space. You don't really get to the main episodes of the fighting or anywhere near it until you just about reach the church over here. And it is that you can see full-on chaos in front of you. As it seems that the main bulk of the fighting is still outside the wall, but there are a few things seem to have gone in there. You see swarms of bats flying down to attack the guards. You see the familiar twig blights, the wooden monsters you fought back in the vineyards, although Elias probably would have recognized them since he wasn't involved in since they weren't involved in that. But there is also, though, one of the more pressing things you see to the distance is what appears to be a living tree marching towards the center of the town, and right now the only person who seems in front of it is Rectavio on his own. And with that, roll initiative, folks.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Do this thing. Roll in initiatives.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, Jonas!
What is happening? Okay.
I'm not about to be outdone by an NPC.
Man.
Okay, so hello again.
All right. Well,
Century fucking Link, I swear to God.
Other web services are available. Okay, Jean, roll me initiative as I just set up this order, as it looks like it will be Seth, followed by them, and let's see.
he's so fast.
Oof.
And then it looks like it will be Elias. It all depends on what. Okay, yep. So it's then Elias, followed by Jean, then followed by Jean, then Keldrin, and finally Maldrath.
Maldrath is going to tactically wait, see what everyone else does, and then make his move. That was the plan all along.
I see. Okay, so here we begin. The a few of the smaller enemies and one giant tree have managed to break through the walls, and the battle is unfolding. So, Seth, you are up.
I'm gonna make a beeline for the tree hunt, I think.
Okay.
So I'll move up. Yeah, I'll go with open up with a sharpshooter, try and do a bit of damage to it.
That big tree in the
Okay.
distance.
No, that is a hit. It's a very big target, so you're able to fire and you shoot straight towards one of the weaker looking branches, taking uncultivated. You hear a as it is as it takes the full brunt of that, several of its branches snapping off with the force of the shot.
Try and split some more wood on it.
Dude, you should make tree and arrows after this.
Oh my word!
And that will be the Colossus Slayer on that as well.
Okay.
Of course there will be. Holy
Oh
shit.
my word. Okay, so that is 19. Okay,
I was thinking about dropping Water Elemental to go Blight on that creature, but honestly, Seth's got
I will say with that you see I was around as you snap off the branches. You then fire straight up, and the arrow curves and arcs downwards. For a moment, it looks like it missed, and then it slams right into one of its roots, pinning it straight into the ground. And you can see it go as it cannot believe this small object's pinning it to the ground.
Wood begets wood.
Alrighty. Any bonus actions, or is that your?
That's it for this turn.
Okay, it's now coming up to their turn, and let's see. Oh, that okay. So you see the other chaos unfolding. The Strahd is slowly over here has been slowly surrounded by the brights and these apparent swarm of insects, and he's trying to. The insects swarm over him, and he's just sort of swiping around, like, but then he fails to notice that these twig blights are sneaking up on him, and you see them slash away his face. He goes, and kind of like you just see like this mass of twigs and bugs until he's finally a bloody mess on the ground. Meanwhile, Rictavio is actually Rictavio is actually doing surprisingly well against the young creature, and now that you've managed to land a decisive blow on it, he's able to use that to he's able to use that to his advantage, and he's going to whip out a sword cane and make I'm going to take the. He's manages to do some further damage. Like not quite as powerful as yours, but he's able to make some. He's able to slowly chip away at it. Let's see, that's that. And let's see, yeah, that's so. Alrighty. And on top of that, there is some chaos next to you as Jean. You recognize that the horse next to you here is Andre, who is currently. It seems like one of the guards is trying to use him, but has now fallen off the road somewhere. So Andre is just now running around in a blind panic. And with that, we come to Elias. You're up.
Okay, there's a guard. Well, first of all, what happened to Gertruda?
Actually, that's a good point. I will. No, what would you guys have done with Gertruda?
No, she left her at the fucking castle, man. Please say that she didn't come with you. Please.
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
She came with us.
We probably would have left her back with the salesman in the market.
Because,
It would make
yeah,
sense.
so that would be why I went with Seth, and then immediately after out of view, drop Strahd form, because I really think during a battle walking around with Strahd is probably a real bad idea.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
And then with that in mind, there's a guard directly ahead of us who is in combat with 2 swarms of bats, it would seem.
Yep.
Okay, I will go for a shot at one of them that's next to him.
Alright, go for it. Okay, I will... yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Wow. Okay, let me just check something real quick.
That's using him as an ally within 5 foot of it.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's with this, you managed to line the shot up pretty well, and you smack several of the bats out of the air in one shot. There's still a couple of the there was still a small remaining part of the swarm that's continuing up the assault, but they're looking pretty weak, and they'll probably be scared off by another well-placed hit.
So that's what I get for rolling 3 1s and 2 2s in that exchange. I am going to -5 and sharpshooter as a bonus action the other swarm of bats.
Okay. And that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. I see. Okay, you managed to smack several more of them out of the air. This one, you've done a significant damage to take it out half of the swarm, but they're still up at the moment.
Alright, I will then move a little closer towards that horse, and that will be me. I will move myself during other people's actions.
Alright, fair enough. And with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, there's a port of call here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would like to, if possible, just Red Dead Redemption 2 style, just come up and try and ease Andre with a animal handling check.
Alrighty, I'll say make it with advantage since Andre does know you. So.
Okay, thank you. You're a merciful god.
Last time I played The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, I shot my horse in the head when it failed me. You could try that approach. And it was totally justified, by the way, if anyone saw me do that.
That was back in the wild. And normally I would say it's not justified, but it was an incredibly grumpy horse. But yeah,
I don't know why I don't have animal handling checked as proficient, because I got that from Cavalier. 18.
I'll say yes, that's enough. Andre is a bit panicked, but as he starts to recognize you, and you end up as like a strange, calming presence amidst the chaos, and he sort of slowly trots over to you, and just goes.
Cool. I've used all my movement. I believe I've action surged in the incredibly long day we've had.
You did everything already.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, yeah, I don't think I'll desperately need to do any more of that, but yeah, essentially I'll just soothe Andre, and next turn I'll get up on him and then start taking off. That's my turn.
Okay. Alrighty, so Keldrin, you're up.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just not get anywhere useful, so I'm just gonna hang out here and bloop around and do nothing. That's
okay. You as a water monster shot is towards the fellow who you actually recognize as Ismark from back from the village of Barovia, who seems to be fighting these two, who looks a little frightened on seeing this gigantic water monster also charging his way.
Just big watery hand.
Yeah. And on that,
Voila.
and on that, Maldraff, you're up.
I guess I should help this guy before I just like leg it past him.
Okay.
I'm looking up and I swear I see Oogie Boogie on the map.
That's the water elemental.
No, like up here. I'm like, is that Oogie Boogie?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna move
I'll
to there.
describe that once you get in closer range. Alrighty.
And then both of those have taken damage, haven't they?
Indeed, they have.
I will, I guess, toll the dead, the furthest one.
Okay, so that's a wisdom save they have to make?
I think it is.
Yes.
Okay. It's only a +1 for these guys. And they fail, so...
2d12, because they're injured.
yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. And you said the furthest one, so
Yeah.
that's... There is this loud... dong noise above their heads, and it is what is a very bizarre sight. You see all you see the swarm of bats all stop in one place, and then all except 2 drop out of the air, seemingly out of...
Yeah, get some 5G.
Let's not tempt Jonan by making any reference to the funeral march, in case we're the ones that are taken out.
Alrighty.
I mean, the Undertaker's theme was Strahd's battle theme, so I think we've already blown them.
Alrighty.
Before the end of my turn, I'm just gonna quickly shout to John as like, "Can you give me a lift to that goddamn tree?"
I'll look between Andre then Maldrath and say, he recognizes you. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, and with that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna move forward a bit more again. And then I'll attempt a sharpshooter again on the treant.
Okay. Let me see. Unfortunately, that's a miss. You fire this time, but the distance means the arrow just hits the grass next to it.
I'm going to be more careful with my aim this time.
That's a hit. That definitely hits.
Jesus Christ.
And a very powerful hit into that one. So, let's see. Yep. Okay. So you have. Let's see. I believe that. Yep. That's that. So you land another powerful hit. Split. It's like you'll incredibly, you're firing each arrow enough force to continuously make dents and cracks all over the bark. It's still looking strong, but it definitely can't take much more of that. And with that, unless you have any bonus actions?
No, not yet.
Okay, in that case, it comes back round to them. And alrighty, this guy, unfortunately, he's actually, I'm just gonna do one more of these. Okay, so the was in anger and decides to hit his Gitlery too. oof! It throws that attack like Octavia, like flinging one of its branches down on a massive and smack it a bit of a distance. It clearly wins him, and he sent flying back and has to scramble his head. His body is not the most robust, but he still seems to be standing willing to continue the fight right now. And with that, let's see. With that, everyone else seems to be holding their own as the creatures slowly start as the creatures are moving onto the next couple of targets. And let's see. So, as the chaos seems to overwhelm Keldrin for a second, we come to Elias. You're up.
Oh, hey. I will shoot the one that was told earlier. I don't know which one that was.
Okay,
but...
so that's this one here.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Okay.
And you can roll damage, but I think it's pretty much academic at this point. So, the last two bats are swooping in, trying to. If anything, that's overkill, as there's like one bat swoop. These last two bats swoop down to try and take a bite, and you manage to get up behind them, and you've never seen bats explode from an arrow bolt before, but
I will sharpshooter the other one in an attempt to take that one out as well, if I hit.
Okay.
Not on an 8.
Unfortunately, that's a miss, as the other four swoop open. The other one just sort of swoop out the way, and you're not able to manage to catch any of them as the cloud has now decreased.
That's the risk reward of sharpshooting.
Indeed, not everyone can be a Seth. And with the
just throw that on me then. Okay.
I'm sorry. And with that, unless you have any bonus actions, we come to Jean. You're up.
Okay, so as a cavalier, I would like to mount my horse with only 5 feet of my movement. And now that I'm on him, I have 55 feet of movement. So I'm going to haul ass.
Nice. Okay. Which direction are you planning to it?
3, 4, 5. I'd like to get here with the remainder of 30 feet of movement and get this tree off of Ismark.
Alrighty, go ahead and make your attack roll as you confidently leap onto the twig bite and come in with the absorbance.
27 and 24.
Okay, the first one is a hit. Go ahead and just roll the damage for the first attack now. Okay, yeah. You pretty much you demolish it in a cloud of twigs with the first strike. Yeah, I'll say you don't take the second attack. You fought these guys before. You remember that they're twig bites and they don't really take much to be knocked.
Lovely. With the remaining 30 feet of my movement,
don't forget push to talk.
I'd like to move there and just do the same to that cloud of bats.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll. That
Natural 19
is a definite hit.
I wish to God I was a champion right now, because that would have been great, but, you know.
Yeah. On the plus side, you're on a horse.
10 points.
Alrighty, so you come in slashing with the long swords. You manage to catch several of them, nicking them across the bellies. The swarm is still looking strong at the moment, but do so. You see, you recognize Ismark, who looks into. quickly looks up at you and goes, "Thanks. I take it the mission was a success."
You have no idea the story we have to tell. Good to see you well.
And with that, unless you have any bonus actions, we come to Keldrin. However, since due to technical issues from a faraway land, Keldrin has just put. Let's see. I'm just following the instructions Nico's left me, which is Keldrin and then sort of a daze swarms over to these bats and is just going to try and drown them.
Mega bloop.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't forget to bloop bloop. There you go.
I don't have water in my bottle, so I can't walla.
Okay, that's a definite hit.
Jesus.
And this wave crashes down on it and on the back. The bats manage to avoid most of it, but a few of them get smacked to the ground and instantly drown in there. Alrighty, and with that, we come to Maldraff. You're.
I'm just going to see Sven galloping wings, take a deep breath and just peg it as fast as you can towards that tree.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh my god, I forgot to give you a lift.
I suppose I could put myself on the other side of those bats as well.
Mm.
And that'll be that.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, I have a plan for this because unthinkingly out of character I took off without you, so we'll make up for that.
Okay. So you rush to catch up with Jean, managing to skip past the huge water torrent and the bat. And okay. So that was technical issues, and with that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
Seth's going to take a deep breath and then let loose another arrow. Yeah, I'll go for the sharpshooter.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay. Wow. You fire yet another arrow with that same arcane shot and slam straight into one of the other roots, breaking them in front of it off balance as okay. So do some quick calculations. 16,
33?
Yeah, that's for 33. So okay. Hey, so
Nice monster you got there. Shame if somebody sharpshooted it.
You slam straight. Yet more of its roots are pinned and broken. It's now swaying, desperately trying to regain its balance. You still have another attack.
You sure you want to remind him, Jonan?
Let's try and keep this pain train going.
That was I saw 20 go by.
Almost did as well.
Another hit. This time I'm hitting it again, aiming towards the root level, and you're still chipping away at it. It definitely cannot take any more strong shots like that. If there's like another one or two hits of that strength, it's going to be gone. With that,
shuffle up a bit as well.
And with that, it comes back to the enemy's turn. And first off, alrighty. So most of the seem to be standing their ground. This guard's getting surrounded, but he's able to hold his own for now. The swarm of insects are gonna start moving in your direction. These twig bites are just going to be marching down the road. Hello, Keldrin.
We good?
Just hard playing water elemental, can't talk back.
Fair enough. Okay.
Tentatively okay. I'm just gonna have to roll real dice.
Okay, that's fair. Alrighty, and let's see. And meanwhile, up in the distance around here, you hear some growling noises as you hear only hear as a twig blight is, and you see this massive splinters as the twig blight is just hurled across the roar, and you hear a growl followed by.
Do I recognize the growls?
It's an interesting form of relationships.
I got a interesting mental image from that.
I will say you have a very good idea who it is. And also, these bats are gonna try and let's see. They're gonna try and take a swing at you, Maldraff, since you plowed through them.
Testing. Am I here?
Yep,
You're
you
here.
are.
All right, I'm working over my phone. My internet is just like fuck everything. So anyway,
Ooh.
at least I'm back here and I can roll real dice, and that's just how it's going to be, right?
Okay,
Continue.
okay,
Finish
fair.
up the mind.
Okay, so the bats swarm the fly in, but they completely miss you. As one or two land, but they then find your armor is much thicker than they realize, so they just sort of uselessly nibble at it before flying back.
Plink, 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 plink.
Silly creatures of the night.
And let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Look at Jonan pondering all of the many ways he can destroy us.
I'm gonna roll one last d6 for this thing, and no, this guy ends up taking a little bit of damage from the few remaining bats over in that direction. Turns out he has bat phobia, whatever that is, and
It's just it's nothing against him. It's just a pitched bat hole.
Suddenly, Strahd rises, saying, "You fools! Your puns have resurrected me."
No, I didn't come up to bat that time.
And they make me stronger.
He's
Okay.
Strahd Pun Zarevich now.
Oh God! Oh, I see. I am seriously tempted to make that canon now. Anyway, Elias, you're up.
Hello. Running forward, gonna aim the hand crossbow behind myself and shoot. Not actually firing it behind myself because that would be a disadvantage. That's stupid. But you get the idea cinematically.
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay. That is a definite hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. Yeah, that will get rid of them. You just sort of casually, as you're running towards the combat, there's like a brief moment where it's almost, so everyone watching, time seems to slow down as you leap, turn in mid-air with the crossbow, fire, and it pierces straight through the last bats before you complete the spin, land, and just keep running forward.
Alright, and as I'm getting left behind, I'm going to bonus action dash up 60 feet. And that will be me.
Okay. As you run back in a sprint to catch up with everyone else. And with that, Jean, you are up.
Okay, how would you rule it? If I wanted to pull Maldrath up, would it be half my movement to make an athletics check or an action to make an athletics check?
I would say I would just take 5 feet off your movement for this. I would rule it under the Cavalier's ability to get it on a horse, so I imagine you able to get right.
Fantastic. I will do that.
Alright, so Maldrath is now on the horse.
Fantastic. Didn't even need to make a check for that.
Yeah.
And with my remaining movement, I will move us 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'll just grab you both and put you over there.
I'm going to
I'll
get
take
the tree. I'm going to get the tree blight off of this guard if I.
Okay. What the heck is it?
22.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's a definite hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
10 points.
Yeah, that obliterates them.
Awesome. In that case, I would like to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get on the other side of this swarm and attack it.
Okay. That is a definite hit. As these as the insect eggs start making these angry swarm and start flying towards you, you're able to slash at them with the sword and go ahead and roll your damage.
11 points.
Okay, you managed to swat several of them out, but the rest managed to sort of move in a cloud around your blade and then come back and swarm ready to land another. Come back and swarm ready to go on the attack when it's their turn. So that
Cool.
is to do.
That's all of my movement, all of my actions, and I need to short rest before I have bonus actions again. That's
Fair enough. So, Eldred, you're up if you're still online.
I appear to still be present, so let's start. Catch me up. Like, what are things looking like?
Okay. So right now you are in front of a swarm of bats who are attacking Ismark. There are some twig brights above you heading towards the guard, but there also appears to be a swarm of insects to your left, but Jean, Maldraff, and Elias seem to be taking care of those.
also
Okay.
Seth rolled another natural 20. The tree ant is almost dead.
I am incredibly surprised. This is my surprise face. Oh wait, my webcam isn't working. All right. So, what is within 30 feet of me apart from the bat swarm? Can I, like, my goal is either I'm going to slam into the bat swarm, or if I can, I would like to whelm, if it's possible, if I can whelm the 2 tree blights. I don't know if I can get there with 30 feet.
Yes, you can indeed get there. So,
And can I get both of them?
let me just double check the rulings as well. Let's see.
They just have to be in my space.
I think so. She's a large creature, right?
Yes.
So if they're within 5 feet of each other, I should make it.
Yes. Let's see. The space is. Let's see. They're about 10. Yeah, they're within 5 feet of each other. So I'd say that you can make.
Phenomenal. Both of them make a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh god, that's probably not going to be good for them. So. No, not that one. It is the. Oh, they have -2. This is not going to go well. One made a nat 20, so.
Okay.
But the other, I think, failed. That was a 14.
All right. So the first one who succeeds gets pushed out of my space. I'm gonna push him away from, like, as far away from any guards as possible.
Okay.
And the second one takes 2 + 5 is 7 + 4 is 11 damage, and he is grappled.
Okay. He would be grappled if he didn't have so little HP. You swallowed them up, and the one that gets pushed out, do they take damage at all?
No, they don't, if I read this
Okay.
correctly.
Okay, so one of you slam, draw them into your draw them into your watery mass, and one of them just instantly explodes. The other one is sort of ends up right in the cupboard and is spat back out a short distance away from you. But he's definitely far away from any guards that could potentially damage. So far away from any guards it could damage. So at the moment,
That's okay. I'm going to soak up his damage. That is my turn. Pun completely intended.
Oh my god!
Oh, you
With
came to
that,
that
Mal-
with that pun.
Jonan, did the bats get a reaction attack?
Oh, right, for moving away. They probably would do so.
I'll take it. It means Ismark can run away.
That's fair enough. Let's see. And it's just over half HP, so we'll roll this. That's a 23. You take 5 points of piercing damage. What?
Oh no! Ow! Whatever will I do? I'm at
was gonna say that.
91.
whatever.
And it's
Like water.
that's it. That's also they also get a resistance from that. So I'm going to say you take 3 points just from the mild irritation of one bat trying to bite this mass of water.
Cool. I'll take it.
And with that, we come to Maldraff. You're up.
All right, I'm gonna make my way as close as I can to this thing. Is it minus 5 feet to get off the horse? I'm assuming.
For me, it is.
Yeah,
it's half your movement, but Jonan has ruled in favor of athletics and acrobatics checks before.
Yes, so it depends. Okay, I would say, yeah, to just sort of get off, normally it would be half your movement. If you want to try and leap stylishly off the horse, it would be an acrobatics check to make sure you don't fall prone in the process.
Maldraff's history with making stylish leaps is not good.
No, I can make the leaps fine. It's the landings I have problems with. The leaps not a problem. Oh man.
Hey, because it's Maldraff, I guess it would be a leap of faith.
Hey.
I mean, you still have ranged attacks, don't forget.
Yeah, but not. I need to be closer for the one I want to do, which is why I need to get off the horse so I can move closer. Right, I'm gonna have to just risk it. So is that athletics check? Was it?
I would say either or in this case. If you either try to jump very far or do a flip on the way down.
They're both the same, so I'm just gonna see if I can just gracefully dismount this horse and carry on running towards that tree.
Okay.
Don't fail me now, dice.
Hey!
Okay, you you managed to get yourself so that you're briefly standing on the horse before leaping. I'll say with that around here, which admittedly would put you within to get it so you're running towards the tree. It would admittedly mean you take attacks of opportunity as you pass, but you are off the horse.
That's fine. Can I still move and attack, or was that an action?
I will say that it would cost half your movement to do that. So
I got 15 foot left. I'll go to there and take whatever opportunities.
Okay. All right. So that means the twig blight is going to try and swing some claws at you, and miss. And these bats are going to try and bite you. And one of them hit it. You take, as you run past them, the swarm of bats, they manage to swarm on your arm and bite you, and you take 4 points of piercing damage before you're able to throw them off with a swing.
That's fine. I think I'm like 5 foot short. That's a pain. Does it? I assume your range goes from this square you're in, not the adjacent square.
Unfortunately, yes.
Ah, son of a gun. Right. What can I do?
You still have
I'll just murder these bats with the blood spear. I guess they're right next.
Okay then.
Next turn, we'll get that fucking tree.
That is a definite hit. Go ahead and then make your attack roll. Alrighty, so you swing up with a blood spear. Its energy like crackles around it and manages to catch several bats as they try to avoid it. It comes to, and you can see the swarm is significantly weakened now as they just desperately tries to regroup after that assault.
I'll throw an extra D8, I think it is.
Oh yes.
Can't find it on my character sheet. A sec.
I think it's a D8. I played enough clerics.
Yeah, D8.
Okay.
Nick!
Hey.
Hey.
So with that, you it's like very well watching. You see, you thrust the spear, you skewer some bats, the energy crackers around it, and then another burst of black flame takes out the rest. The swarm is looking incredibly weak right about now.
That'll do.
With that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
After hearing Lily's howls, Seth loses complete focus in the treant, and then I'll just dash towards the corner of the building.
Okay.
I don't like that she's fighting Oogie Boogie.
Alright, you run around and you see the full situation. Lily is in her wolf form and she's fighting the twig blights and curiously what appears to be an animated scarecrow.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the Scarecrow.
Okay.
And yeah, sharpshooter.
Okay. Believe it or not, that just barely hits. You aim for the shoulder, which is a bit smaller than the average person, but you manage to just clip it and rip through it. Which causes the entire arm to snap off. It is still standing, but it's still standing, but barely. And the damage is clearly written through it, and you actually see Lily. You actually catches Lily by surprise as she turns back to look at you, and you see. I mean, it's a bit difficult to tell expressions when she's in wolf form, but she definitely looks relieved to see you there.
I'm guessing she might have another look on her face when she realizes I'm not quite as she last saw me.
Alrighty, you still have another attack.
Yep. I'll repeat.
And yeah, that just hits the scarecrow. They're not that difficult to hit, and they're not very sturdy. So go ahead and make your attack. As you stare at the scarecrow, you're taken back to the days of yore when you used to practice with your father on such things. You aim straight for the head and fire it, and the bag of straw that makes up his head is just blown clean off. Just imagine the most goriest headshot you've ever seen, except replace the blood with straw, and that's essentially what happens here. So as the scarecrow is sniped into oblivion. And with that, it comes round to their turn.
And with that, thus Seth kills Count Strahd von Zarevich.
Oh.
I'm glad I came back for that.
Oh, I swear to God. Okay, so with that, Lily is able to come up and just smash this twig blight into oblivion before running back to you and goes, "Oh, I'm glad you're Seth. What has happened?"
I'll tell you later. There's too much going on right now.
He goes, "Agreed." Meanwhile, over in this direction, Ismark tries to maneuver around the bats, but they swarm on top of him, and he's going to take.
He could have run away.
He's trying to, but the bats chase after him. So
Mother bitch.
managing. Thankfully, they only do a small amount of damage to him, but still, he's.
I'm just imagining he's running away while doing the good old-fashioned American mosquitoes.
Jonan, I would have got an attack of opportunity from the tree blight as I ran past.
Oh, the twig bite. You're right. Okay, so let me.
Thank you. Someone will tell us if we don't do it.
God,
Okay.
these bats!
18.
I mean,
Yeah,
these mooks.
Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing damage as you ran past, but you were driven by love and adrenaline, so you would have barely noticed that at the time. Okay, and with that, we cut onto let's see. With that, look, the swarm of insects are gonna move up and attack you, John.
That's fine. 18 AC to beat.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Oh my word. Okay, so that
that's just above.
That's a hit. So they suddenly swarm your head and managing to they managing to. It's kind of like that scene at the end of the Wicker Man remake where they sort of swarm around your head to get to the butt. Although thankfully Jean carries himself off with a bit more dignity than Nick Cage.
Not the bees!
They're in my eyes. They're not in your eyes, Nick. They're in my eyes.
They take 10 points of piercing damage.
Man, I think they max damage on me. That's still fine, though. I'm doing fine.
Okay. And meanwhile, let's see here. These bats are going to try and attack you again, Maldra.
Welcome to try.
7. That's a miss. They try to bite you again, but they completely underestimate your armor. Let's see. And then I'll check if there's anything else. These bats use their attack of opportunity, but they're gonna swarm to chase after this mark. And let's see. This twig bite is going to move up and try and attack you, Zeph.
Hey! Okay.
I mean, I guess it did land an attack on him, so...
Yeah,
and it's kind of chasing after him. Also, okay, well, that's a miss, first off. And second, you also do have to... On the two targets, as in terms of visually, I think you're slightly more imposing than Seth. Just like...
That Ishwat brought over to me, thankfully, it still can attack because its reaction didn't take its attack.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, it'll probably go for Ismark then in that case, as it still continues to chase after it.
No. It didn't.
Yeah, it attacked
have a
Ismark.
reaction. It attacked Ismark. Like it happened at the same time as Ismark was running away.
Oh, cool. I thought it used its reaction rather than its attack.
Unfortunately, I did say it was using it as.
It didn't have a reaction though because I took that last turn.
Okay.
I took its attack of opportunity.
I see.
Okay, yeah, that's good shout. Okay,
yeah,
so
a lot of mechanics happened at once.
Yeah, save the NPCs.
Okay, so with that, we come to Elias.
Well, I was going to run away, but somebody brought some bats right next to me. So...
also, what happened with the Treant and Rictavio?
That battle is still going on due to the... I'll roll a 1d6 to decide that quickly. Okay, it turns out Rictavio has managed to get the upper hand of that one, so he's going to do some quick damage rolls.
Gonna steal Maldrath's kill.
I know, right?
He only has a small weapon though, so he's only able to do about 6 more bludgeoning damage to it, but he's able to hold his own. Okay, so with that now, Elias, you're up.
Okay, going to just shoot it. I don't take disadvantage for shooting in melee, so I'm just gonna shoot it.
Nice.
With the bow, I'm tempted to -5 just to try and get it in one kill. So I can. I'm gonna try it. Whatever.
Okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage as you try to get as many bats in one shot as possible.
Sharpshooter on top of that, so it's pretty good.
Okay, so okay.
That is the complete opposite of that one sneak attack you rolled.
I know,
So
right?
with that, you managed to get you take your time, line it up, and take out a significant chunk of the swarm in one shot, which definitely causes any bats that didn't get hit to just instantly fly away and not stick around. And as you do that, Isma totally goes, I thank you for your assistance. I don't know who you are, but thank you nevertheless.
Well, thank you for bringing them right to me. And I'm going to bonus action and dash away to further into the battle.
Okay.
No, I tell a lie, sorry. I'm going to move up to where the other guys are and bonus action shoot with sharpshooter the tree end ahead.
Okay. Oh no, don't tell me you're going to steal Maldras kill.
What is everyone keep going about Maldras kill?
No, not the big,
some
not
of
the,
us don't have a 500-foot range. So...
not the big one,
Yeah.
the little one, Twig Blight. Sorry, Twig Blight. Yeah.
Blight. Okay, yeah. In that case, yeah, that's a definite hit. Sorry, the one that's attacking Seth or the other?
The two ones in the center of the road,
Oh,
either one of them.
Okay, gotcha. That one. Okay, that's a definite hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, yep, that completely obliterates them. So they exploded like a cloud of splinters. And with that, we come to Jean. You are up. As the insects swarm away from your face as you manage to get off them.
I'm sorry, Maldrath, but it's what he do. One,
Do what you gotta do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8, 9.
Okay, so you first off, you take 2 attacks of opportunity from first off the twig,
That's fine.
which is going to go for its claws.
And honestly, I would like to eat every attack of opportunity I can, because if this guard wants to run, that'll open the opportunity.
Okay, so the twig blight manages to hit you as you come past, and you take 4 points of piercing damage. And meanwhile, these small bats, they're at full health, so they have this. They completely miss. Like, as it turns out, keeping up with the horse is a bad idea. So you charge straight towards this tree and go ahead and make your attack.
I'm going to move up a little more because on Andre I have stupid speed. And this will hopefully provide at least Rictavio advantage, if not me. Would I get advantage? I don't know.
Let's see.
You have to
No,
be
you
exactly
don't.
opposite.
It's got to be a straight diagonal.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So this will just be a straight attack roll.
19 and 16.
And that is, yeah, there's a hit. So go ahead and roll all your damage as you swing straight at it, trying to see if you can aim towards the cracks that F has made throughout the constant barrage.
19.
Okay. Let's see. You, as you come across, you are able to. You see a gap in. You see a gap in one of the tree branches. You do one slash as you come round, and then you see one of the gaps Seth made. Drive your sword into it, and then as Andre runs round in a circle, you essentially do a sort of a saw motion. So you're the horse is just running around, the sword cutting deeper and deeper into it until finally you've done enough damage that the tree goes.
Frenchman, and that is the maneuver I like to call the Frenchman's Buzzsaw.
And with that, the massive tree blight is taken down, and with that we come to Keldrin. You are up.
Moving up to this guy, checking if I regain my whelm. I do! I'm going to bloop into him. Hello, Mr. Make me a strength save, please.
Okay. I'll have to get really lucky with its roll to survive this. It did not. So you can roll your damage, but I think
grappled, and he takes 16 damage.
Okay, that is that is academic at this point. So, F, you were talking to Lily. You then you turn around and you get and stand by the twig blight, but then you just see this large cloud of water, and that just comes by, slams and completely obliterates this pile of twigs, and then moves. And you hear over your shoulder, "Let me guess, long story."
Yeah.
And with that, Maltraf, you're up.
I suppose I'll move myself I'll get advantage on the bats with this guard when I.
Yes, you will. He is an ally.
Let's do that then.
She is an ally, sorry.
See if we can get.
Okay, that is a. You do definitely have a definite hit on that. Yeah. So, okay, so go ahead and roll your damage for the first attack. Alrighty, so with that, you slam you slam on the spear, and it crackles with its spiritual energy as you slam straight through the bats, which let out one last shriek, and the rest are all driven away. And with that, they're gone.
Just going to roll for some temporary hit points.
Yes. As you drain as the last few bats are skewered in the spear, you drain their life essence, and just for effect, I'm gonna say the ominous glow as the energy swirls down your arm and into your eyes is what causes the rest of the bats to think maybe not and fly away. And
recognize a super predator when they see.
I can. No, that'll do for me. Yeah.
Okay, with that, we come to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna go back round the side of the building.
Okay. There are 3 enemies left in this sector: the swarm of insects, the bats, and 1 twig blight.
I'm gonna bonus action my hunter's mark onto the bats.
Alrighty, go ahead and make your attack roll. I'll be back in 1 second.
And may as well sharpshooter.
I want to imagine that 12 hits bats. He's back.
Okay, if you're aiming for the bats, that is just a hit. Go ahead and make it.
Are they damaged all already?
Unfortunately, no.
All of the dice.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, that is a very powerful hit. It's you managed to, it takes out half of the swarm in one shot, and it just the few remaining bats try to all swarm back around together, but yeah, they're taking a massive beating for.
And then a normal longbow.
Alrighty then. That is a very definite hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. Okay, that definitely takes care of it. So, you fire another shot that takes out several more of them at once, and it causes the other bats to run away in fright as well. And with that, are you doing anything with Hunter's Mark in your bonus action, or?
I already used that at the beginning of the turn.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, it comes around to them. So I will say, this twig blight is going to move up and attack like you, Elias.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
It's going to come with its claws. Oh my god! I'm going to assume there's a hit. You take 4 points of piercing damage as it runs up and nicks you in the leg, and now the swarm of insects are going to come up this direction. and it's going to be an advantage on this attack.
In my defense, when I came here, there was a horse with 2 players on it.
What can you do?
Amazing how quickly things change, huh?
Okay, that was an advantage. So it's 20. You take 7 points of piercing damage as these creatures swarm around you and start biting you in various places.
Not various places.
Not various places. I need those.
Oh, God.
For the 20, I am going to put up a shield spell, and that will block that one.
Okay, so you already have one surprise attack, and as the swarm comes along, you are able to hold up your palm, and a magical energy causes them to divert and swarm away. So,
what is your Elias? What is your normal armor class?
17.
If you were to use shield, that's +5, so you could block both.
Oh, it's +5? I thought it was +4 for some reason. Oh, I did it on the second attack anyway, though.
That's fair. Okay. And with that, let's see. Lydia's just going to use her last action to move, just to move right down to you guys to catch up. Ismark is going to, let's see. Okay, he is going to move up to these exit, and he's going to try and make up for earlier.
I was thinking about 3.5 where it was +4. It is +5. Awesome.
It's a spell I like to call the Big Nope. Okay, so and he gets to make one more. All right, so he manages to do a very powerful slash that takes off, manages to take out several of the insects at once, followed by a weaker one which bats off one or two, but doesn't do anything more significant than that. But the swarm is looking much weaker than it was before. And last but not least, let's see. Oh no, those bats are dead. So yeah, that Rick Tavio, meanwhile, is going to, let's see, what can he do? He can go back to. All right, so he's going to move up here, and okay, I can get rid of those and
to the rescue.
He is going to. Okay, he is going to plan his next attack, apparently. Okay, never mind. So, with that... and
I spoke too soon.
Okay, so with that...
Maybe he sees a drow getting attacked and it's like, maybe I'll just see how this plays out.
Yes, sure, that works. Okay, Elias.
Okay. I am actually running dangerously low on bolts now as well. So I am going to drop the crossbow and take out daggers. And
okay.
From boots, they're kind of like flip daggers, kind of like pocket knives. They flip out to daggers concealed in the boots. I'm going to attack the swarm between myself and the other guy.
It's been a while. So actually, even if I met him, so in fairness. Alright, for it. Okay. That is, that's a definite hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that takes care of them. So, you pop out to you lean down for a moment, and in an unseen flash of movement, something suddenly, as you lean down apparently to check out your boots, no one else sees, as from seemingly nowhere you draw two daggers, which with one swipe you manage to slice through the remaining chunk of the insects, or at least enough, the ones that wanted to consistently make up the swarm and take them out. You have one more action, and there's only a twig blight behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action get the heck out of there.
Okay.
With a disengage. So that'll be me.
Alrighty. Okay. With that, then, it comes to Jean. You're up.
Okay, so because Andre is busted, I would like to move boop, 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 boop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can move a total of 12 squares on Andre because holy good god. And I would like to just obliterate this last tree blight.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
17 and 28.
Okay, yeah, that is a hit, and it's academic at this point. You manage to, as Elias, as the Ichabod raises its claws to attack, as you roll out of the way, and it turns to follow you, but it's not fast enough. As Jean comes in and slashes it on top of it.
Yeah, I like to imagine like anyone who's played Mountain Blade Warband, whenever you do the drive-by reeled up slash and just send a guy flying.
Okay, hey, and as you do that, the Apollo twigs ends into the air, and as you do this, there seems to be a moment of cut on once again. You are now out of combat as Octavio runs up to you. This sort of clutches his side and goes, I suppose that would... you arrived just in the nick of time. Who among you is injured? I should still have some healing spells left.
I've taken blows, but focus on the others. I can deal for now.
Keldrin just heads toward the wall looking for the breach or planning to reinforce the gate.
Okay, fair enough. We'll deal with that in just 1 second. He is going to offer a cure wound spell to anyone who desperately needs it.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't desperately need it, but is the kind of person that would take a heal if it was anywhere nearby. So Elias is gonna pick up their weapon on the ground, give a look to Ishmark, but then a respectful nod to Jean coming in and bailing them out there. And then he'll just kind of stroll past the healer as the opposite.
Okay. Alrighty, so Octavio gives to 6 hit inputs to cure wounds. Okay, anyone else who needs to quickly before he moves on?
Okay, Jean is basically playing off the fact that he has taken almost half his HP in the last 3 sessions. So Rictavio probably notices that.
Okay, so with that, actually, you know what? Just for fun, let's see. I believe insight is this.
Had to greet someone at my window.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He notices it, and he gives you another wounds. Say, just sort of whispering, "Don't go playing the hero, boy. You're not unuseful if you're dead." And with that, you gain another 6 hit.
Yeah, for the record, Elias was like had a nick in their armor or the arm. That's about it. Like, like maybe a bad scratch on the arm, but like standing next to Jean, who is probably like head to toe covered in not just enemy blood, but probably a lot of his own.
And twigs.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say: sticks and stones.
Oh my god!
They broke mine.
With that, he said, with that, he goes, "Now, press on. I'll catch up and make sure there aren't any more stragglers coming for the breach, but they desperately need you by the walls. Go!" And
understood.
Can I attempt to
The
pick
head-
up a few arrows at the treant as I go by?
I was just about to say, we'll go, I'll say, Seth and Elias, if you'll keep do it, roll me survival checks to see if you can find your or retrieve your arrows.
Okay.
Also break it down for parts because you can make arrows out of it.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think I'll take the time a bit
Okay.
later for that.
Okay, so have you quickly run towards the? Okay, Elias, you are both experts at doing this, and you're very nimble, so you're able to move around quickly, retracing your steps to collect the arrows. And with rolls that high, I will say you managed to collect all but one of the arrows you've used so far. So I would say that you're back up to let's see, 3 with the Derby Bolt. That would be you're on 14 arrows now, Seth, and Elias. You've regained most of the bolts you've used in this session.
Yeah, I'm currently on 16.
I would like to before I take off just beckon to Maldrath and get him back up on my horse so we can go hauling ass.
All right.
And with that, you march quickly to outside, and you see once more there is the chaos of battle ahead of you, and it is there you see something that it is. And I'm just switching the music here as you see something quite bizarre in front of you. There is a whole horde of different monsters laying waste to the environment in front of you. You see more of the bats. You see tree brights. You see a whole swarm of wolves. And bizarrely in front of you, you at first thought it was an undead monster, but even in terms of Strahd, this is something new. You see what appears to be a wooden shack on top of gigantic tree legs, marching its way towards you like a giant colossus of wood, just shaking the ground over step like. You also see another one of the tree brights swarming against one of 2 strange fighters you've never seen before, and swarming around by near the feet of this. You recognize them as the druids who are attacking the ravens before. Although this time, Keldrin, you see that their mannerisms are completely different. Whereas before they were slightly maddened by cultist devotion, they now seem to be almost seem to be feral, almost hunched over, almost on all fours, operating on base feral instincts, and all growling for the Holy Mother, for the Holy Mother, for the Holy Mother. And on that note, we're just going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Dun dun dun.
How did this campaign keep getting creepier?
That's the end of part 1, but part 2 is coming up right now, so don't go anywhere. Remember, if you like what you see, to hit that like button or leave a comment to let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. And with that said, here's part 2. Alright, my friends, we are back, and we're just about to get into combat. I believe I was planning to try and get up onto the wall from the other side whilst we were going to go into battle.
I would say because they don't unfortunately they don't have many they don't have any kind of siege walls. It is just regular walls. I would say you would have to be a check to get on top of that. So
I am okay with that.
Yeah, I will assist both of them by letting them jump off Andre.
Okay. In that case, yeah, give it an advantage.
Alright, this is acrobatics.
Let's see. I'll say, yeah, athletics would be if you're trying to just get there in one jump. Acrobatics would be if you're trying to leap off something else and given it you're doing a horse. I will say acrobatics this time.
Okay, cool, because strength is not my strong point. Also, whilst we're getting healed up, Seth applied the oil of sharpness, who is already very powerful weapons.
Indeed. And just make that check quickly to see whether you make it or whether you're stuck on the ground with the rest of us. I will say that just makes it. You're able to scrabble on top of the wall around here-ish, as everyone else charges into the fray. It is, and as you behold the chaos of the marching monstrosity, everyone roll me initiative. As I also bring in the combat music for this one.
There's my usual initiative roll.
Actually, roll that before I forget. D20.
Evidently, I spent all that time thinking about climbing the wall so I wouldn't be on the ground with all those monsters. And it made me really slow.
Okay.
Yes, music.
Okay, I'll turn that down slightly, and it looks like... Okay, so it looks like we have F leading the charge, followed by Maldraff, followed by... Let's see. Maldraff, followed by... Let's see. Yeah, followed by Keldrin, then Elias, followed by them, and finally Jean. So, combat begins. You see all the chaos of you get all the chaos of this area in front of you. You see Leo desperately trying to keep the ragtag forces together, fighting a direwolf in front of you, and with as he turns around and goes, let's just see you again. Now, let's finish this before it gets any worse. And with that, Seth.
Right, I'm gonna dart forward a bit.
Okay.
I can move through the horses square, can't I?
Yes, the horse is considered friendly.
The horse, not a 10-foot cube.
Andre the gelatinous cube.
Bonus action, I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto the walking treehouse.
Okay.
And I'm going to use 2 of my arrows that are covered in the oil.
Alrighty.
And sharpshooter.
Okay. That is a hit. It's you either bot on straight at this tower. Aiming more aiming for the you fire straight through the carrying wall, and you see several planks of it like explode in shards. It takes a total of, let's see.
There's +3 to that as well from the oil.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that is 22, 28. Okay. Starting off strong with that one. So, go ahead and make your second attack as you start on this battle, right?
Yeah, slam again.
And yep, that is another firm hit. There is a lot. Okay, is the music still going on your end? Because it just suddenly died mine.
It's still
I
here.
never heard it.
Still here.
Okay, good. Alrighty, so but yeah, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage as we add another each of that plus the 26 plus.
I've included the tree that time.
Oh, okay. So this time okay, so with that it is 34. Another hit, but the arrow embeds and causes splinters around the trunk, but it's still looking strong and is marching unperturbed. Okay, and with that, we can Maldraff, you're up.
When it comes to being mounted, can I hold my attack action for a melee action if we get close to an enemy or not?
I will say yes. I'll say yes. You can. Well, there are 2 things you can do. You can either hold your attack action for when you get close to an enemy, but it would have to be a melee attack, or you can hold your turn and wait until after Jean has.
Holding my turn would be way better.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that because I'm not necessarily going to attack this coming turn. Just move and do something else.
Okay,
In
so
that case, I will hold my turn.
okay, and with that, so we are holding Mount our turn. Meanwhile, Keldrin.
Right, I can just about get there, and I'm going to whelm these 2 wolves.
Okay,
Strength, please. Strength saving throws.
okay. Let's see. I will do just that in 1 second. Let's get rid of all these, and then
I'm assuming
I
these
just need to-
little things are friendly.
The druids, I think.
the druids. No, they're not.
And the guys in the robes are Vistani, right?
Yes, they're friendly.
Both fail. They take
Yeah.
18 damage.
Okay, and if I
Grapple.
okay, these are the smaller wolves, so the full 18 damage actually, you swarm on them both wolves and swirl back around them. The wolves, you can feel the wolves kicking around inside of you until suddenly they fall and lifeless
Right, I
as they
think
drown
if
inside you.
this is an enemy, I would have taken an attack of opportunity from her.
Okay, it is going to take that. As it is going to, purely on instinct, rather than actually thinking, it's going to make a quarterstaff swing down. 17.
Should hit. I think my water elemental is 14.
Yes, it is. However, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage because hitting water with a stick doesn't do that much damage to it.
Yeah, and I'm resistant to all kinds of shit. Oh, it's just,
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, so these 2 wolves are dead, and with that, we come to Elias. You're up.
Right, entering this battle where there were as many opponents as I have arrows remaining, bolts remaining, I should say. There's bats that are flying right next to me, so they could get up to me, which is kind of bad. I am going to. There's so many targets. I'm going to, I guess, shoot the bats. I'm going to shoot the bats. I will go for a
Okay.
sharpshooter. It'd be a waste, but I'll go for it.
Okay.
Hey.
That is a solid hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. They're currently just below you, swarming around the guard, but you're able to fire straight down to it. And
Yowza!
yeah, let me just quickly find that 90. That pretty much kills them in one shot, even with their resistances. You just shoot straight through and just wipe them all out, causing them to scatter.
Okay, awesome. Bonus action. I am going to sharpshooter the other bunch of bats. But this will not get sneak,
alright.
obviously.
Okay.
No.
That
Oh,
unfortunately
so close to a
misses.
20.
You fire again, but they scatter and reform coming around to this guy. And with that, it comes round to them. Evenheart moves ever closer with a as he marches further down the road. And I am going to roll to see how the battle is going with these guys. Okay, hey, the things are looking a little better as things are looking kind of tough on this side here as let's say this wolf is starting to munch down on this guy here who can is starting to take damage as the wolf bites firmly into his arm and starts ripping it apart. The others are just barely holding their ground. Meanwhile, you see Eldrin, you see this guy here who you've never seen before, but he seems to be well skilled. He takes a glance at you, notice that you've killed the wolves, and then goes straight back to fight only with the direwolf and lands a good and solid hit on it. Taking out a chunk of its HP, so I'm just going to do a quick damage roll for that one. And you go ahead and roll me a quick perception check.
Who's
Might not-
rolling?
Keldrin.
All right, hang on while I get my real life dice.
Okay.
Oh, right off the table.
It was a
15
critical.
15 plus shit. 15 plus perception. So total of 19.
Okay, 19. So, whilst you don't recognize him personally, you do recognize that the coat is somewhat similar to the style that Crowley used to wear. You don't know if that's a coincidence.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Quick
Okay,
question,
and
like
with
from the high up on the battlefield, do I see that coat?
you do, yes.
Alright, okay.
You can make me a perception check. I don't know if it would.
Because things to do with that guild.
Okay, yeah, make a perception.
Okay, let me roll that. Natural one.
You don't notice it just because there's so much going on, and right now you're just sort of focusing on taking out the bats.
That's cool, because
meanwhile-
Elias might have shot him.
Meanwhile, the two of them are still struggling to. Leo is struggling to keep this direwolf at bay. Lily is going up to support this guard here, and we'll say that exchange was Actually, I'm just going to do one quick roll here. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a sort of even draw between her and the Scarecrow so far. The Vistani are moving up to support this battle against the direwolf, and this druid is going to produce flame and hurl it straight at you, Maldra.
That's just not on.
And you were able to bat it away pretty easily.
Yes, it wasn't on.
And these two are just going to move up and hull fire at you, Seth. So that's the one and the two. One's a natural anti, so you're able to duck out the way of one, but the one manages to fly up and smack you straight across the face, and in that case, you take 12 points of fire damage.
At least I won't be any uglier.
I've never had sort of opportunity to do this, but I've got my there we go.
You get the ability to repeat them.
Oh, you respect as a grave cleric. Hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that's left over from what it was just on there, which is why I think I never used it.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I will say, yeah, you as your bloke comes in, you raise your hands, and a wall of energy briefly appears in front of Seth, so that reduces that to 4 points of fire damage.
Seth
I just need to just double check that. 'Cause if that's part of the grave cleric, that shouldn't be there.
Okay.
I'm not sure where it came from.
And let's see, this last druid is going to. Okay, they're going to climb up and they're going to attempt to throw fire at you, Keldrin.
And then they're gonna move to 5 feet next to another druid, right?
No, they're happy trying to throw fire at you. However, they not really. It doesn't seem to be turning out very well for them.
Have they played Pokemon? Fire does not work against water Pokemon.
Well, sir, I'd like to tell you they are mad and are not thinking about anything right now, especially Pokemon. So
I imagine the druid hits and the produced flame just fizzles out.
It's not very
And
effective.
Indeed. And with that, Jean, you are up.
Okay, so I'm going to do something. Tell me.
So yeah, I shouldn't
If
have
I-
that.
Oh, okay. So,
So
it is
apologies.
taking the full. Oh, okay. In that case, Seth, no, you still take the full brunt of the damage.
Okay, so
Yeah,
while
thought
that's
you-
happening,
Well, you put it out, but it's just burning worse than you thought.
It just caught again. Standing in flames.
Oh.
so I'm going to say something after I do a couple of things to the collected battlefield, and at the end of it, would it be my action to make a persuasion check?
I would say yes. Depends who you're trying to persuade.
I want to inspire the defenders.
Okay. Right. Okay, I'm trying to think of that answer now because persuasion is more trying to convince the enemy to do something. It's not like inspiration is like mechanically, it's more of a thing bards do.
Well, basically, I wanna do the leaderly thing and like boost their morale. There's a feat for it, which I want to take at some point in the future, sometime. But I'm
I will
wondering if it would
say-
be allowed now.
I'm afraid not. Like, you're more than welcome to do it as a flavor thing, but mechanically, no.
Okay, in that case, I will, and I won't waste my action. I am going to take an entire potion of invulnerability
Oh,
first, as a bonus action.
okay.
So, I am resistant to all damage.
Nice.
Then I'm going to draw the sunblade and draw the sunblade. Just hold it aloft behind me and say to the gathered defenders, the great evil has fallen, and what lay before you are the last wisps of his influence. Tonight, for the last time, we fight. Vive la Barovia. And I would like to unload on this wolf and charge.
Go for it.
That's a 25.
That's a definite hit. Go ahead and roll it.
That's 10 radiant. If it's still standing, I'll go again.
It is still standing. It's a direwall, so it can take a bit more of a punch, but that's a that also just hits. It tries to dodge out of the way of the second attack, but you're able to swing in.
There we go.
And that is another hit, and a good, powerful one. It's heavily wounded now. It looks like it will go down on an extra.
Okay. It would be cheeky to even suggest that, so I'm just going to maneuver as much as possible up here and prepare to go after that hut next turn.
Okay, so with that, it would be the end of the round, but Maldraff held his turn, so you're up.
I guess what I'll do then is dismount because I want to go after this, and just so we don't have two big things. We only have one.
Okay, so you come off there. That costs half your movement to get off.
Well, I'll finish off this direwolf if I can, because that's gonna. I don't want to eat too many attacks of opportunity.
Okay. You thrust forward with the spear, and unfortunately, the direwolf clamps down on it with its jaws, and you spend the rest of the turn wrestling with it to try and get into your spear back.
I knew that was going to be bad as soon as I didn't see my dice spear. I was like, oh dear.
Alrighty, and so with that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
Would I be able to pull a dagger, use it, and then drop it and use my bow in the same turn?
I believe in 5e, yes. Swapping weapons is no longer a separate action of its own.
Right. So, yep, I'll hold the bow in my offhand, pull out a dagger, and I'll take a slash at the wolf.
Go for it.
You could flank it if you wanted to.
Yes, I
should
don't
have
have to
done.
move too far, do I?
Nope.
No, just 5 feet.
What?
Yeah, that'll
the
do it.
shit?
That's a cut above the rest.
Nice. Hey.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I want to use Colossus Slayer on it or not. No, I'll save that for the...
I don't think you needed it.
You, let's see, you pit this at the wolf's neck, and it is literally, it is hanging on purely by a gasp at this point. Like, it is, you stab it in the neck, which lets go Amanda's spear, and it's literally only holding on by her. It goes, and so, you pull out onto your bow, and I presume taking an attack on the creeping hut.
Yep.
It should be good.
Yeah, I'll go with the sharpshooter. I've got +3 from the oil to the attackers and damage anyway.
Oh, nice. Okay, that is a miss, unfortunately. You fire, but it doesn't...
17 with the bonus.
Oh, yeah, 17. Yes, in that case, yeah, that just hits. Just manages to dig into the underside of it.
Wow.
Okay, that's 22 plus the 15. So, I kind of rips it from underneath, and it buckles a little, but then carries on with his march. So that is 20. Okay, so the 15 plus the 14, that is.
He's a wrecking machine.
Just doing quick calculations. Okay, that should be that. It's taking significant hits, but it's still marching on. With that,
yeah, I'll use the rest of my movement to get out.
okay.
Because I've got mobility, I don't get attacks of opportunity against creatures I've taken a melee attack against.
Oh, nice. Alrighty. And with that, we come to Maldraff. You are.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was like near the top. Right.
There is
Would
a
I
wolf
be able
bleeding
to move? I'd be able to sort of get advantage if I got opposite what's his face?
Leo,
wouldn't I?
yes.
Let's do that. I don't have another
Or
natural one.
Seth. Because if you move...
Yeah,
That's
you
a
don't have to
diagonal.
move as
Yeah, but
far.
I want to get down towards this end.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I'll do that, and then
So-
I'll try the blood spear again.
Alright. That is a hit. And you can roll the damage, but I think it's academic at this point. You, as you come in with the blood sphere and stab straight out for the creature's neck, and with one last, it's gone.
See if I can get some nice temporary hit points. My dice have just disappeared. I don't know where they've gone.
Nice.
You got 6
as-
HP.
Additional 6.
Well, that's a total of 6. You can they don't stack.
Yeah, I only had. What did I have before? I don't know. I think I had 6 before anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And with that, Keldrin, you're up if you are online.
I am not online, but let's see what I can do. I check if I regain Whelm. I do. I rolled a 6. I am going to go around the wolf that I'm next to. So
Okay.
that I'm flanking with either the Vistani or Blondie up there.
Okay, so you
Oh,
move
no,
to...
wait. I recharged Whelm. I'm dumb. I'm just going to go on top of the wolf. I'm going to whelm the wolf. What am I doing?
Okay, so the direwolf is going to have to make a strength saving throw.
Yes, DC 15. He's probably going to make it.
They are pretty strong creatures. It's a +3.
Nope.
12.
Amazing. Okay, he takes 5 plus 6 is 11.
Okay, so it takes 11 damage, and unlike the others, it's
15 total.
unlike 15.
Yeah, it's a +4 to whatever I roll, so 15 total.
Okay, so 15 total. Right. So, it's a much bigger creature. So unlike some of the other stuff you've used this on, it is still alive, but currently grappled as it's now struggling and desperately swimming to get out of this massive maelstrom of water.
Cool. Like I'm literally on top of its space. So.
Yep. I'm with that token there, and with that, Elias, you're up.
Okay. The wall. Does it keep going? Could I be super cheeky and move 1 square technically off of the map because I need to get out of the light of the sunblade, which I think is 30 foot?
Unfortunately, I would say no. It is that thick. So
okay.
If you moving backwards would mean literally leaping off the wall.
All right, I will move as far back as I can, and then I will. No, I won't move. I'll stay where I am. I'll use my bonus action to make the aim action, and I will shoot the other bat, which I haven't hit yet, and I will sharpshooter it.
Okay, so this one here.
It won't be a disadvantage because I'm aiming, but this that's so bright.
Okay. And that's the first one.
It's my advantage cancels out the disadvantage.
Oh, right.
Just one.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, it is that is the hit. Even through the cover their eyes, trying to block out the sunlight, and you still manage to see the speck of the bats below as you fire straight at them. And that pretty much kills them.
Nice. That's everything I can do.
Man, we'll have bat kebabs for the rest of the week at this rate.
Okay,
bat kebabs and wolf steak.
With that comes around to their turn, and let's quickly roll. Wow, that's okay. So I am going to say that up here, Esmeralda and Lavash have managed to, between them, wrestle this direwolf to the ground and have managed to kill Ilda at this point. But they're both looking exhausted, like it's taking a while, and going, oh fuck! What? No, there's that thing now. As
I feel that
it marches towards them, and okay, it is. Okay, let's see what it makes. It is going to swing the root at Paul Lavash, who's right there. And 14. Let me just double check. That just misses him. He's able to duck out of the way as this large root goes. It is going to make one swipe at Esmeralda now.
I like that its actual attacks were 2 and a 6, which rolled a 14 and an 18.
It's a very huge thing.
Like, being on the wall is not going to make me safe from that thing.
Unfortunately, Esmeralda takes the full blow of the hit and flying a good distance. She's still up, but is very wounded. And even in the problem of her fitness, that was a much heavier blow than what Rictavio took. So that's let's see. She's still standing, but that was a very painful blow. And let me just check something real quick.
I love it when he says that. Let me check how screwed you are. Oh, it says here very screwed. Okay.
And it is going to. Okay, it is actually going to. You as it marches across, you suddenly see it do this one. it sticks one of its roots into the earth. Then there's a brief shake, and Elias, you see it suddenly throw a chunk of earth straight towards you, and you just manage to duck out of the way in time as this large rock flies straight over the wall and crashes back into the town of a loud. Okay, and whilst that is going on, these two are going to fight on, and the two coded figures seem to whisper something to each other as Lily is currently taking on as they look back at Lily, who's taking on the Scarecrow and is managing to do damage to it, but it's still standing strong at the moment. And meanwhile, Leo is going to run up and he's going to try and take out this druid. So this is something we haven't seen for a while. Come on, Leo, she's rolled up.
With a flourish as well.
Let's see. He just manages to hit it as the druid manages to leap out the way. Can actually and then across the face and doing some slashing damage to it. So
I take it he tries to chat her up before he slashes at her.
There's a time and a place for these things. Meanwhile, we are back to Keldrin. You're up. The wolf. Oh no! Wait, hang on. No wait. I'm looking at the on sheets. With that, and unfortunately,
inside.
Sorry, what was that?
What's happening? I just disconnected and reconnected real quick. What's happening? The wolf inside me still has to try and escape her.
Okay, so that's what it'll do for its action.
Yeah, it can do. It's a DC 14 on a athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay, it's made a 15, so the dire wolf, after much struggling, finally manages to get out of you. And just sort of struggles over there.
He is out. Does that do? Yeah, he's pushed out of my space again.
Yes. And it is like it's pushed out of the ground, gasping and wheezing. Meanwhile, and doing all that, I just remember these druids haven't taken their actions. So one of them is going to throw some fire at you, Maldrath.
Well, I mean, maybe the fire will get rid of the smell of soggy dog.
I was gonna say smell of wet dog.
Oh my god. This one is then going to move up here, but then move back there and then throw a fireball at you, Seth. Just produce flame. Fireball is something else.
Holy crap! You thankfully another 20.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's just a 7 points of fire damage you take from that one.
Yeah, as opposed to 8 on the crit.
Yes.
Also, Jonan, I'm gonna send you something via whisper.
Okay. And on that ominous note, this druid is also going to try and hit Leo with a cut of the staff.
A natural
this
one.
Is Leo knocks it away and breaks it.
You
the
just
staff.
can't get the staff these days.
And then Elias mysteriously explodes.
I had it coming.
If it's broken in half, does that make it an 8th staff now?
Okay, Jean, you're up.
Do that.
Okay. So with that, Jean, what do you plan to do?
What I do best. 1, 2, charge over this thing's corpse, charge past Mal. Just gonna get up into Druid's business, and I'm going to go to town on this murder house.
Okay. So it's the house you're attacking, correct?
Yeah.
Both of those attacks hit.
"27 points of radiant damage."
Okay, so you come in with the butted into the legs of the slice in one after another. And whilst I'm typing in the damage, you can go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, you don't see anything at the moment. You're too focused on doing the damage to doing damage to the eggs that are standing there. And with that, we come back to the. Sorry,
I'm going to do something here. I'm going to eat its attack of opportunity so Lavash can run.
Okay. So
I'm going to rock up to it. Do that. Look at Lavash and say, "Get out for your daughter," and I back off.
Okay, and with that, it's going to swing one of its roots at you. 17.
Doesn't hit. Holy crap!
Oh, that you just as you managed to yell that, and just as the impending shadow, and you just about managed to rain Andre just right out the way as it slams on a mighty next to you.
You should probably only back off 5 foot, or the druid will also get an attack.
Honestly, I'll eat it.
Well, the druid will get an attack of opportunity, trying to swing its quarterstaff at you as you run.
No,
the horse is too fast.
And
okay.
then I'm just going to look up at its sun blade in hand and circle back.
Okay. And with that, Seth, you're up as we come back to the top of the round.
Is the rock in front of me high enough to block my shot?
Let's see. I would say not too much. It's about, I would want to say it's half your height, and also you have the oh god, I forget the name of it, but you have the feet.
Yeah, sharpshooter, ignore cover.
You have the sharpshooter feet, which means it's not going to at your line of sight anyway.
I just wondered if I had to waste any more movement is all. Right, I'll use the last 2 of my oil-covered arrows.
Okay. That's a definite hit. Okay, and you continue to out on this thing. It is still staying strong, but you can see from a distance, whether you're low sharpness, you are definitely doing damage to it.
And the last one.
Okay. That is another hit. You are raining down on this thing. Okay.
Damage.
Oh my words. With the 23 plus, I presume the D8 was for the Colossus Slayer, and that comes to. And the 100 mark. So, okay, that is 28 plus the additional 8. It's 42. Okay. So...
Yeah, I don't get a second Colossus Slayer on that.
Okay, so that might have been the 8d8 that rolled then. Okay, so its legs are slowly starting to buckle away from underneath it as the damage is piling up. You're not sure what it would take to completely destroy them, but it is. You can definitely see the damage piling up from everything you guys have done to it. And
take an attack of opportunity and just back off a bit more.
Okay, so I just said, oh curses! I've said that one had, as its quarter staff broken, so it is just going to try and swipe at you. Which means nothing. So, okay, with that, Maldraff, you are up.
If I go to just where this little rock is here, would I get flanking with Jean being as he's on his big old horse.
Yeah, that's how it's usually worked. Whenever you're diagonal to my horse while I'm mounted.
Yeah, I would say that counts in this situation.
Okay,
Obviously, it's up to Jonan, but that's how it's worked.
Yeah, I'd say that works in this case. Hi, Keldrin.
Hey!
We'll savor this.
Not that I'm going to do anything with the druid just yet, but I'm going to look at that tree and cast a spell. God damn.
Okay, the tree below us, right?
Yeah, it'd be blighted.
Okay, so what roll does it have to make?
I believe that's con. Necrotic is usually con.
Okay, in that case,
Constitution save at disadvantage.
Okay, I should have done that twice. Okay, so we'll take the first one, which is 13.
Then it takes 64 damage because
Max damage, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man, 64 is it?
Holy shit!
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could actually link it because that makes things a lot easier.
Okay, that's fair. So,
If the target is a plant creature or a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals maximum damage.
Okay, so you raise your hand, and this tree, which has been marching on the left flank, causing loads of damage, is slowly beginning to rot away. You're just like watching. It's almost kind of like for anyone who's played Ocarina of Time, that scene with the Deku tree where it slowly rots and dries up and shrivels. It's still up and moving, but it's like barely creaking, like. It looks like just like a light breeze is going to kill it at this point.
I'm not sure if I'd be able to cast. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think that's everything I can do.
Okay. And with that, Keldrin, you are up.
I check if I recharge Whelm. I do not, so I'm just going to punch this wolf.
Okay.
Punch the wolf.
16. That's just that hits. You come in swinging. No, well, to you it's a fist, but you come in swinging in what, in your point of view, is an uppercut, but to everyone else looks like a powerful geyser that slams straight on the chin of this wolf and sends it clean into the air. All I can do is go, everyone slams to the ground.
I feel.
All I can imagine now is like Team Rocket blasting off again.
I was gonna say, I was imagining that and just.
I don't know if anyone's played California games, but the surfing section and then just falling off the board.
Okay, with that done, I'm going to move.
Street Fighter, but yeah.
I'm just going to move between the cleric and the druid here. That's
okay. And with that, it comes to Elias. You're up.
Okay, I'm gonna balance the crossbow on the remains of the wall that hasn't been shattered by the rock. Take the bonus action to aim, because I feel like I'm gonna need a high roll to hit this thing. And
okay.
then I'm just gonna not roll with sharpshooter, just regular roll.
Oh, if that had been a 20.
So it go past
okay.
20.
It's a hit. You aim straight down at this druid as it tried to swing at John but missed, and you pretty much kill it right then and there. You fire the bolt and it just slams straight into the head and knock it out one shot.
Alright, that's me.
Alright. And with that, it comes round to them. So, very quickly roll these.
Come on, Lavash, GTFO, please.
Okay, so, these two are still going to entangle each other. So, Esmeralda then steps in to take care of this wolf before backing. No, wait, that's the wrong one. She steps in to take care of this wolf before backing it off as far as she can. Lavash takes her advice and just exit, not wanting to get caught up, just giving you a respectful nod before getting back to her about here. This druid is going to move up to you, Maldrath, and is going to try and slam you with its stuff. Actually, let me just double check something real quick. Okay. It is also now going to, as it attacks the quarter staff, it imbues it with, you see it imbue the quarter staff with some nature magic as it comes to trying to attack you, but still misses, so you're able to block it off.
You call that a magical weapon? This is a magical weapon.
Oh, that was a very shilly strike.
Meanwhile, this one is going to move up and try and attack you, Keldrin, with the same shilling. 13.
Also, just a quick point. Would that druid take a attack of opportunity from John?
This one here?
Yeah, he moved out of my range, I think.
No, the one here was... that was the one here who Elias killed. This guy is over
that
here.
guy didn't move.
He moved up though. He moved because I had flanking on him.
Oh yeah, he moved to the side. Right. Okay. Yeah. In that case, Jean, you do get an attack of opportunity.
At advantage too. Oh god, this poor fucker. 28.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
16 points of radiant.
Okay, so it is still up, but it now has a burning scar on its back and nothing to show for its efforts.
And the other guy missed me, so.
Okay, so that I will missed, and let me do. Lily is going to make another attack to try and finish off this Scarecrow. I just have to up on that sheet. My word, so easy. It's
Yeah, the sheet has really hit the fan, hasn't it?
Hey!
And suddenly the trees combined into one giant tree.
Oh, good! Only one thing to hit.
Mega tree.
So it would actually be.
We're fighting the Aoife tree from FF9.
Okay. She manages to slash into the Scarecrow by the bite first to connect. However, with that end, you see over here, the two whispering. One shakes, one gives a nod, and then is going to try and destroy the tree blight. So, as it, I'm going to give it one chance to attack. It manages to do a significant hit on one of the coded figures, but she manages to grit her teeth and is going to launch the next strike. And this is unfortunately it's deflected away. So it's up to this guy who can hopefully do it. Yep, he does it. So he tries to swing the blade, but it simply digs it into the surface bark. But this one follows it up and leaps up and just sort of like Showbunny style slices down the middle. And you notice that the blade crackles with lightning, and as blood seems to be pouring down his arm, and it slashes straight through the tree, causing it to dissolve into a pile of ash as it just collapses. And this Scarecrow is going to move up slowly into the attack aggro. And meanwhile, I'm just going to do a quick d6 to sort out this roll. Leo manages to get another solid hit onto his druid, smashing it across the stomach and weakening it, but it's still standing. And Jean, from deep within the from deep within the hut, you hear this sinister voice that seems. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be rejecting, but yet it cuts through the chaos as it goes. At last, we meet, murderers. My name is Baba Lysaga. You, the true mother of Strahd, the one who has watched from the shadows, eliminating all who threaten him. And you can make me one perception check before it attacks.
The same roll.
You would make it. You would try to see where the voice is coming from. Unfortunately, your mind is drawn to the fact that it is now throwing a root towards you.
Oh
and
my
you just
God.
managed to get the horse just out the way in time, but it is then going to.
I'm having a Shadow of Colossus battle.
And then, okay, I've just noticed that his roots are very big, so it is actually going to make one sweep towards you, Maldrav. 17.
No good.
You just managed to dive out of the way as it slams into the ground. And last but not least, it is going to dig into its roots into the ground and throw one more rock at you, alive.
It just missed every
16.
attack.
Did it just missed?
Oh my god. So
Just
you
missed.
managed to duck out of the way just as another rock falls behind the other side of the room and goes.
We've been so
And-
lucky with this thing.
It rolled a 1 and a 2 against John, and it was a 13 and a 14.
And with that, it comes. That's their action. So, Jean, you are up.
I would like to just address the. I would like to just address the voice, and say. And I am Jean Gaspard Duvalier of the Order of the Silver Dragon, and in the name of this son you failed, tonight you die.
Ooh.
(19 and 23).
Both hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
29.
Okay, those are both solid hits. The legs buckle once more, but it still rises and carries on as it continues to march onwards. And with that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you're...
Sharpshooter.
That definitely hits.
Whenever
You follow-
Seth says I attack, what he means is I hit.
I delete from existence.
Okay, so with that, you fire the arrow. It digs into the side of the. You decide to follow up, hitting it in one of the legs. That does the significant amount of damage, but it's still up.
I haven't crit in like 2 rounds, so there must be one coming up, right?
In like 2. Oh, you son of a gun.
Oh, I jinxed it.
That is unfortunately a miss, as at this time it just bounces. The arrow just bounces off and settles down to the ground. And with that, Maldraf, you're up.
Right, it's about that time. I'm gonna cast this now just to get out of the way. And that was on the druid.
Okay. Funnily enough, that hits. So as I bring the spiritual weapon out, go ahead and make it roll its damage as it was willed into existence to strike the druid that was attacking you from behind, and instantly leave its head off. It is now
I'm just imagining the cartoon Kane. Whoop.
Yeah.
pretty much. Alrighty.
Okay.
And you still have your action.
I think I may have just done that wrong because I'm not going to move now and still attack, am I?
Yes, you are, because that was a bonus action.
Yeah, in 5e you can move between an attack action as well if you were to do that.
Right. Okay. I'm not going to be able to get advantage anywhere, am I, on that house?
It's way too big. You'd be off the map.
Well, I'll position myself so someone can get advantage in the future then, I guess.
Okay. So, as you run up there, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, amazing.
You think you see someone inside the house, but that's really about it. You probably figured as much.
Houses tend to have people in, and then I'll just give it the old blood spear.
Okay. That just misses. You try to you try to thrust the spear at it, but your leg manages to raise itself out of the way and then come down with a.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, and with that, Keldrin, you are up.
I check if I recharge Whelm. I do.
Nice.
What? Roll twice? Okay, so there's a scarecrow underneath this tree down here, right?
Yes. Hang on, let me just move that.
Guess what? Boop, strength checks, please.
Okay. So, 1 second.
I'm just taking care of the mooks while you guys are dealing with the boss.
Keldrin is a siege weapon.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move myself out of the way so you can do the things on them.
All that, and it's just a. Oh my god!
Succeed. Poop. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna. I'm gonna poof them both out to the south of myself, so that the druid ends up right in front of whoever Crowley Robe is.
Okay.
Looks like you're underwhelmed there.
Hey.
You slam onto them. They just about manage to fight their way out the current and slide back, I say, ignoring the pun. Okay, so
that is totally okay. I'm keeping them occupied while the tree does its thing, and you do your thing on the tree. That's my turn.
Hey, Keldrin, don't feel too bad. You still did very well.
Elias, you're up.
Alright,
just as long as you're all white with everything.
Oh my
God.
I'm going to use
Alrighty then.
bonus action to aim. And I'm going to shoot the big house.
Our puns are going batty this episode.
What are you aiming at?
The house.
The house. Okay, 19 is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage as you've... Okay. How would you like to finish this?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Alright, so I don't actually have the ability to do this, but thematically, could I see a pyre near me, on the wall that was used to light, and then dip the bolt head in it and shoot it flaming into the house and just have it erupt in flames?
Okay, there technically are no pyres nearby, but
you shoot so fast that it ignites from the heat.
Actually,
I could light it. I could light it up myself.
Super quick.
But it wouldn't be an action. I just want it thematically.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check something super quick. Okay.
He's gonna redcon my kill now. Oh, it's actually double as strong as I thought it was. Oh, okay.
No, I know what it is. You shoot the hut, and you happen to hit the hearth fire, the cooking fire that's inside the hut.
The kettle.
And it explodes.
The kettle was on boil, and it tips over.
You take you focus inside the hut, and you do see a person there, along with what appears to be. You suddenly see there appears to be several metallic objects in there. You fire at that, and you fire at it, and there is a The sparks from that set it ablaze from inside, and as it stumbles around with the flame, and then as the fire seems to spread from deep within the hut, it kind of comes around, and then it kind of raises up as it collapses into this smoldering heap of wooden wreckage.
I totally thought I was going to get my shit kicked in by that house.
Yeah, you were unbelievably lucky with those rolls, I swear to God. Anyway.
As it descends into flames, under my breath, I'll say, how's that for a housewarming gift?
And then it's revived.
That's what you get for moving house round here.
Oh, my God.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Okay, so it's now, and I'm gonna roll these.
I wave at the two that I just spat out of myself.
Let's see here. Lily mostly takes care of the last Scarecrow and turn it into a pile of mush. These two, these two are gonna move up and try either support, but it's not seems to be working. The druid is gonna try and use its shillelagh on Ukildren and completely fail. And this Scarecrow, who has only just managed to enter the fight, is going to try and let's see. You know what? It is going to try this. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ew.
As it tries to.
Oh!
It glares deep into you, and even unfortunately, even though you're a giant, massive water element, Keldrin is still in there, and as the Scarecrow glares at you in terrifying vision, the water giant freezes. And just sort of freezes in terror and is unable to do anything until the next turn.
Hey, I am immune to being paralyzed? Is this paralyzed?
Let's see.
Well, it
I'm
says
Oh my God,
paralyzed.
it is. Okay, so Keldrin freezes for a moment mentally, but then that doesn't affect anything about the water, which it's still able to move. Okay, and finally, this one is gonna. This one is, as it does that, this guy is gonna move around. That's about as far as he can get, and you suddenly notice as he runs past, he goes, "Well, that girl back there could do it." And you suddenly see his body bulk up and shift as he suddenly. Sprouts all over his body, and he takes on a lycanthrope appearance as he transforms into a full-on werewolf. But unlike some of the other werewolves, who is gripping onto its weapon and actually manages to use it dexterously as the energy, lightning energy crackles across it once more. I clicked on the wrong thing. It is actually going to try and use this. And that's a hit, and that does a significant hit onto the Scarecrow, plus this for the lightning damage. Okay, that wasn't much. So, he managed to land a significant hit on the Scarecrow, reducing its points considerably. Let's see. Okay, and with that, we come to Jean. You are up. Actually, sorry, one last thing I need to do. The druid manages to back up, avoid an attack of opportunity, and throw a small ball of fire to Leo's face, and he takes, let's do that quickly, 7 damage. Okay. And let's see, is there anyone else I need to worry about? No, I'll say they're good. I'll say Esmeralda is trying to get the injured to safety at this point. Okay. So, with that, we come to Jean. You are up.
Anything coming out of the hut right now?
Make me a perception check.
Okay. If I fail, it's because there's fire. That's better.
You see two things. One, you see two things. One, there appears to be, in the middle of it all, despite the wreckage, you see the two things. One, you see this, in the flames, this mysterious, she appears to be an elderly woman, but you can't tell if it's the shadow of the flames, but something appears to be off. Their skin seems to be an unnatural color, and the limbs are elongated and twisted. And even in the middle of this burning wreckage, she seems to be just standing there calmly watching and observing. But next to that, you also see what appears to be a small cage. Something's ruffling underneath the rubble, and it's here. You suddenly hear multiple ravens crying out, going, "Ah! Ah! 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 Ah!" underneath the.
Guys, I apologize for this. But Sean's gonna be a hero.
Fair enough. I will say, as you, I'll move you into space as you go in there, and I will say, okay, it's up to you. You can either make a dexterity check to either grab the cage and pull it out, or a strength check to lift the rubble off it.
I will make a strength check, and because it's a feat of strength, can I apply athletics?
I will say yes, because you are shifting a lot, also wreckage debris off it.
Okay. Another 18.
Okay, that's good. You're managing to hulk off the rubble from where it is, with this figure just calmly watching and observing. You notice two things. As you shift it off the wreckage, you see an entire... It seems to be like a large bird cage, but multiple ravens have been stuffed inside it. So they're like... It's literally like packed in like sardines, and they're all just sort of squawking and flapping at you as you manage to hulk the weight off and pick up the bird cage, and you turn back towards the figure who, eerily enough, despite all of this, is just calmly watching and waiting, and you actually get a better view of it, and you see that her skin appears to be covered in stone and moss, and she's just sitting there, calmly staring at this.
I'm going to... I have the cage, right?
Yes.
Okay. I do not trust engaging 1v1. So I'm going to, while keeping an eye on her, back out with cage in hand and say, Maldrath, one more inside.
Okay, and with that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you are up.
Is it clear to see the old lady now, or is she still hidden in the rubble?
I will say... I'll tell you what, make me one last perception check.
Of course.
Okay,
of
yeah,
course.
You see perfectly fine. You're an expert hunter, you're watching this, and you see... You don't see the full visage, but you definitely see that there is a figure in the middle of the rubble that's just watching all of this.
Is it enough to target?
Yes, because it's you, yes. And that high perception roll.
I'll use a bonus action then to move my hunter's mark onto.
Okay.
And I'll go with a longbow.
Alrighty. That is... Let's check that. Oh, yeah, that's a definite hit. Go ahead and roll... No. Okay. There is the bolt flies through it, flies up through the air and slams straight through it. But Jean and Maldra as well, make me another perception check.
Nope.
Okay,
I'm focused on the birds.
that's fair.
Maldras just, I don't know what he's doing.
You're both just trying to answer this figure, and the ravens are squawking loudly like crazy. Between that and the flames, you just see the arrow fly into it, and the shape arches its butt, and the figure. It's strange. Something moves, and you hear a cry, but she herself remains calm and unaffected during all this. And you still have another attack if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'll do the same again.
Okay. And that is... Let me just check something real quick. That is just the miss. You fire the arrow, and you look for sure it's going to be a headshot, but it seems to just zip over her and fly into the arrow on the other side. And with that, Maldraff, you are up.
Can I see inside the hut, or is it all just flaming wreckage at this point?
It's all just a flaming pile of wreckage, and this woman standing in the middle. If you want to make a further investigation as to what's going on, I would have to say you would have to use your action to make either a perception check or an investigation check this time.
Maldrath is just going to go on the assumption when he's heard the voice, hasn't he? So
yeah.
So
you did hear a cry.
Would he know it's the same voice that's been talking to him? Just so he can put two and two together and know that it's this.
Make me an intelligence roll.
Gosh.
Could he use insight?
No, not for this particular thing.
So +1 with whatever it rolls.
11. You're not 100% sure that the noise is enveloping everything right now, so it's difficult to tell.
Either way, I'm gonna go with the fact that anything that's gonna control a walking hut is probably bad news. So let's plop one of those down right in the middle of it.
Okay, so let me just double check this. It takes, funnily enough, let's see. Guardian of Spirit. The last spectral figure hovers the duration. Unlucky, that's basically your choice. Okay, so you call on your energy, and a shining paladin that represents a smaller version of the cannonball appears right next to it, and it appears before you, and you see it raise its weapon, preparing to attack, and then suddenly it stops and lowers its weapon. It's as if it doesn't sense anything hostile coming from it at all.
Interesting. I'm going to use my bonus action to bring my spiritual weapon up.
Okay.
I think it only moves 20 feet, so I don't think I can move it into the hut.
Fair enough. So, yeah, about there. Okay. As you bring your spiritual weapon closer to it, we now come to Keldrin. You are up.
Turn. I'm still frightened of the Scarecrow. The water elemental has served its purpose. I'm going to move here. And I am going to take those 2 attacks of opportunity from Scarecrow.
Okay, so Druid is going to use that. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from that.
Just do the things. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna shift out of water elemental the next bonus action. So it doesn't matter if they hit or not. I'll take the damage and just ignore it afterwards. Am I out?
No, I can still hear you.
Jonan disconnected.
No, did I pass on the curse? Well, okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Can you still hear us, Jonan?
He's not even in the Discord.
He's just that
It looks like
disgusted.
he's completely frozen. Oh, I know his eyes still moving.
He's that disgusted with all of the puns. He's like, I'm not being in this chat anymore. I'm gonna talk through
We
text
can say
only.
all these things now out of turn because he can't hear us.
There you go. I think he just needs to leave the Discord and re-enter it. That'll probably fix it.
Yeah, probably.
No, he disconnected completely because I heard the bloop as he left.
Hey guys, guess who prepared Speak with Animals? I thought we'd speak with bats in Castle Ravenloft.
Nice.
I never got my chance to speak with the dead. We've not even rested since, like, I think it's been like 3 sessions since we've rested.
It's been a day. But the bonus of me being a water elemental all this time is I still got pretty much all of my spell slots. So
I'm pretty perplexed with the fact that, you know, Jean said there was someone in there, but my Guardian's not done anything, so I'm thinking there's some magical shenanigans going on.
Depending,
That's an
Probably no.
illusion.
depending on what happens, like, because I've seen you guys attack that area, so I could throw a fairy fire there. If there's something invisible in that area, it might blow it
yeah,
up.
unfortunately
That's
I
my
need
plan.
to take my action to talk to the
Yeah.
ravens so we get to know a little bit more, but it's good to know that you have fairy fire.
Let's resume. Okay, so Keldrin, what are you doing now?
Resuming, I am going to ignore the damage that I just took from the 2. I am going to discard. I'm going to drop my water elemental form, go back to Keldrin
Okay.
as a bonus action. And then for my action, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. And I'm going to call to the ravens, "What's happening?
Okay.
Can't you in there?"
Make me a perception check.
That's okay.
Ooh.
Oh man, nice. Okay, so you take a moment to listen as the ravens all squawk at once as you hear different things being shouted. But it is at this point you hear something. You hear multiple things, but they're not good. The first one you hear is let's see. Yeah, this will be a good one. The first thing you hear them shout out is multiple calls of "She's not there! She's not there!"
She's not there, guys. The ravens are saying she's not there.
But before that, at 20, you get multiple things, as well as them sort of screaming dead shrouds. The other ones yell, "Get the stone! It's in the floor!" Another one on the sort of yells, "The man's dead! Stop attacking him!" And finally, there's also one of the there's also one of the yells, "She's in the city! She's trying to get Irina! Stop it!"
Oh, okay. I try to. Okay, there's a stone on the floor. We're attacking a guy who's already dead, and the witch herself is in the city trying to get Irina. We gotta go. We gotta go.
As soon as I say it, as soon as that happens, I look at Maldrath, say, "Get the stone," and I'm out of here into the city.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Maldrus was way ahead of you. He's already going for the stone.
Are we
right?
still
As soon as he
on
knew.
initiative order?
I will say, I will say no. I will say between since there's only a couple of mooks left, I will say the 2 mysterious cloaked figures take care of the Vistani take care of the mooks over here.
As
And
Sean
so-
rides past, I'll attempt to hitch a lift.
Okay. I won't make you roll for this. You hop on straight away back to the church. Meanwhile, Maldraff, you go up and yeah, I'll say something. So you scrabble through and you manage to find the white stone, which is once again, it's the same. You recognize it. It's the same stone from the vineyard, the one you had to rescue for the ravens all those years ago, because you remember that there was still one missing, and you look back. And you
like years.
Yeah.
It feels like years. I mean, actually, I think in real time it was years.
No, yeah, it feels all those days ago. All those days ago, I should probably say. You're right. That was the slip of the tongue. But yeah, and as you look back at the form of the figure, it sits there, and then it shifts away, and the figure you see, you recognize. Although he's looking a lot more disheveled since the last time. In the middle of it all, a very cold, surprised stare is, let's see, the former Baron who had been exiled by you guys previously. It looks like he had just been left in that chair, sitting there to be nothing more than a target. Just lying there.
No bad feelings for that.
I don't pity him too much.
Meanwhile,
I would like to follow John and Maldraff. I can move, dash at a bonus action, so I'm very fast as well.
Okay.
I am not. I'm lagging behind like crazy.
Have I got time to throw out some cure wounds?
I would say, unless you're doing it to Jean, probably nothing more than.
Yeah. I'll do one on me and one on Jean at level 2.
Okay.
Am I able to do a quick search of this wreckage? I'm assuming it's still on fire, so I'm not going to have a huge amount of time. But is there any other ravens or children or anything that some mental might be keeping in a walking hut?
Okay, so.
Yeah, sorry for that. It seemed so thematic and cool. I did not anticipate people that we wanted to save being in there.
No, that's perfectly. Honestly, it made the scene so much better. Let's see. You managed to heal Jean and yourself as the charge continues, and I just need to check one thing very quickly.
While you're doing that, I don't think it will have much of an effect, but I know that I'm super slow anyway, so I'm going to tarry a little bit longer and smash open the cage with the birds.
Okay. Maybe one strength check. This is just to you eventually do it. This is just to see how long you would take, because it is a very it's a very tough lock. Let's see.
Oh, that was nearly good.
It takes you a long while as it's fully arcane.
I'm even slower.
It's like an arcane lock, so you're just sort of continuously hitting it.
I have an axe.
Yeah, it eventually takes a while. You manage to break it off. But meanwhile, that means you're lagging behind all of these guys. As let's see, I am just gonna move you over to outside the church right now. And as you guys all charge down there, Keldra will be joining the scene in a moment. You charge towards the church, and once more, a wave of mist appears in front of you, and then you see once more the figure of Baba Lysaga standing in front of the church. Back there, you guys. Actually, but one last thing as well. Before I forget, as a result of that investigation check, Maldraff,
I didn't make one. I wasn't sure if that was needed or not.
Okay.
But I will do one just now, a sec.
Okay.
I guess the place is on fire.
It is a bit on fire. You see that there is a chest, which is, but you struggle through it and you do find a chest. Unfortunately, it seems most of the contents have started to slowly burn away. You manage to quickly grab one vial of oil, and it's one vial of oil and a pouch containing some sling bullets, but nothing to. And you also manage to get one Actually, you know what? Maybe one dexterity check very quickly.
Poor loot. Up in flames.
That'll be +2.
Unfortunately, you're not. Unfortunately, you see 2 scrolls, but they quickly burn up before you could grab them.
That's fine. I was mainly looking for things that were alive.
Yeah, in that case, it's all fine. That was the you. That's all fine. That seems to have disappeared for the moment. Meanwhile, back in the Valaki, you, as the mist parts, and you see the former Baba Lysaga appear before you once more. You see her almost moving slowly and stiffly, like the trees you summoned earlier. And the actually goes, impressive fighters, all of you. But a little late, I'm afraid. See, look, yeah. I have been watching you and learning ever since you stopped me from dealing the death blow to those cursed ravens. You chipped away at him. You chipped away at him. You took away his allies. You took away his heart. You took away his dreams. And when he was a wreck, you manipulated and murdered him. Such a slow, cruel death deserves one in kind.
May I cut across her at this point?
Oh, sure.
I'd like to canter up, look at her, and say, and what did Sergei deserve?
He looks up at him and smacks. That I cannot of Sergei. Strahd was the one who I saw the potential in, even if that weak-willed woman who gave birth to him did not. This, what you call a curse, I call his destiny. And then for what you did to him, I'll ensure that you die slow. I'll be back day after day after day after day, chipping away
until I put this through you, as I promised to do to your wretched son. I am Jean Gaspard Duvalier, keeper of the Silver Dragon, protector of Barovia, and the man who will kill you, you wretched woman. Come back all you will, time after time, day after day, and you will find me every time, until I render you to dust, with the pathetic man you raised. Vive la Barovia, and death to your doing.
She lets him pour his hand over and then goes, fine words, but you've made a mistake. Viva la Barovia. Without Strahd, there would not be a Barovia. And she pauses and then goes, and for your other points, you're welcome to drive the blade through me. But I have many new allies who can protect me and shield me. Isn't that right, Irina? He smiles as she looks upwards, and you follow her gaze, and you see a strange floating skull up in the mist, just out of the reach. And he goes, my passage. As I said, I won't just be coming back to chip away at the town's defenses. I am gathering anyone I can find. If innocent people, sure. But anyone who is an ally of yours and can fall before my spells. I'll keep getting more and more and more until you face an army of the ones you once called friend. If you wish to stop me, I'll be awaiting you at the palace Strahd built, Castle Ravenloft. If you think you
We were just there.
Exactly. Until then, whether I meet you there or meet you here, it's your choice. Farewell.
I'm up for duking it out with.
I will. I'll just watch her and say, "Do as you will, and you will die as he did. We will meet you indeed."
He then gives a chuckle and goes, "No, what happened to him will never happen again." And it is then that her form starts to shimmer and disappear away, as it appears to have been another illusion. And you watch as this floating skull flies higher and higher into the mist and out of sight. And a cold silence falls over the town once more. You have done it. You have succeeded in this battle for now. But now you know the true face of Strahd's successor. The woman who claims to be to be his mother. And what looks to be your final opponent. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, guys.
I was gonna say I would love to go on for another hour.
Well, there will be more adventures to come. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Curse of Strahd.
We've reached endgame, folks.
And just so we're clear, that was another skull and not the one we brought back, right?
Oh, yeah.